भारत और इजराइल के संबंध लगातार नई ऊंचाई को छू रहे हैं। इसी कड़ी में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जल्द ही इजराइल जाने वाले हैं और इसी पर चर्चा करने हमारे साथ बेहद खास मेहमान मौजूद हैं। हिज एक्सीलेंसी रूबेन अजहर सर, एम्बेसडर टू इंडिया। सर, वेलकम टू statemedia.com. Thank you very much to talking to us.
Namaste. Thank you very much for hosting me.
Ambassador, we all know Prime Minister is going to visit Israel soon. How do you see this visit and how we can establish more strong relationship between India and Israel? How do you see all these things?
We are thrilled with the news that the Prime Minister will come soon. We are waiting for him. We are intensively preparing, doing the preparations for that. We are streamlining all the things that we have pending so we can finalize them before the Prime Minister comes. And we are going to upgrade this relationship big time because both in security and non-security issues, we are going to sign agreements and we are going to adopt new initiatives. So, as you probably know, last year we signed an MOU to upgrade the relationship between our ministries of defense. We are also going to sign an updated security agreement that will open the door for many more joint ventures in co-production and R&D. It will allow us to supply to each other things that we haven't been supplying in the past. So that's very important. We are also promoting new avenues of cooperation beyond the things that we were traditionally doing that has to do with modern irrigation, agriculture, food and water. We are now entering into new areas, like infrastructure, for example. India has a very robust infrastructure sector because you are building your country in a massive way. In Israel, we are lagging behind with agriculture and with infrastructure, and we're going to spend about $200 billion in the next 10 years in infrastructure. We need international companies to apply to tenders, for example, to the metro for the greater Tel Aviv area. That's going to be a metro of about 150 kilometers of rails underground. Big track. Yeah. So we hope that Indian companies will already engage in the Infra 1 stage of that. We are trying to streamline our cooperation both in financial, in this financial spheres. Institutional investors in Israel interested in the Indian Stock Exchange. We want to see that they have, easy access to the Indian Stock Exchange. And of course, we are cooperating in innovation. So when Prime Minister Modi comes, hopefully soon, we are going to see more attempts to cooperate on cyber, on quantum, and on AI.
As we all know that in your inaugural session, you speak about the economic corridors and you talk about the Indian economy, you talk about the your economy. How do you see this visit can improve economic growth for both the countries, and whether it's in the defense sector or different other sectors you talked about? How do you see these things?
Well, as you know, India is opening up to the world, and in order to compete in the larger
perspective,
in the larger economy, it's not just a matter of satisfying the needs of the local economy, but you have to punch higher because you have to compete against other powers, and that requires a lot of innovation. So India has its own innovation that is growing very fast, but what Israel can offer is its share of innovation that will actually add value to the Indian economic chain. Because what we have in Israel is a market that is driven to export innovation. But in India, you have the entire economic chain. So we are promoting cooperation of companies that can actually adapt the technologies to the Indian market, to engage with Indian partners in mass production. I just tweeted this morning about this new contract that was signed between Mobileye and Mahindra, for example, to add some layers of software and technology to the newest models of cars that are going to be produced in this country. And these elements are essential, especially if you want to start exporting your cars abroad. India is the third largest producer of cars in the world. The question is whether it's going to be able to add markets outside India, and maybe we can have a humble contribution to that.
Ambassador, my question is, regarding on the security. We all know Israel is a very big partner of India in the terms of the security reason. Your technology and innovation is well known. How do you see that the upcoming AI summit in India going to happen in Delhi? How do you think that cyber security and AI technology is the most advanced technology for every country? Because we all know there are so many wars happening in the world. How do you see the AI and the cyber security is change the world?
Well, AI is changing the world as we speak, and it's very challenging for many countries. I think that what we want to concentrate is mainly in two things. First, how to promote joint R&D when it comes to AI. And the second thing is how to jointly build data centers that will support the AI industry. Because if in the past, startups and innovation companies wouldn't require a lot of infrastructure, and it was enough to have a personal computer in order to come up with new technological breakthroughs. Today, you need vast infrastructure that will be able to supply the computing power that you need in order to use efficiently AI tools. So this is one of the subjects we are going to discuss during the summit, and we are having here next week the AI czar, the person in charge of our AI directorate at the Prime Minister's office, is going to hold here very important meetings, and the intention is to come up with a common program that can be concluded during the visit of Prime Minister Modi to Israel, that I hope happens soon.
Excellency, my one question is about the security, about the Israel and the Indian security perspective. We all know that the conflict between Iran and America is happening, and India also faces some challenges in the Pakistan, China, or Bangladesh. How do we, both the India and the Israel, help each other to rescue all these things, sir?
Well, you were mentioning AI before, so AI is now becoming very relevant in the security field. Take, for example, drones and AI. The combination of both can create a lot of capabilities. Or take air defense and AI. When you want to have an integrated system of air defense in your country, you have to combine all the air defense capabilities and offensive capabilities you have in order to defend your skies in a way that is much more efficient, that uses all the mass data that you collect, analyzes it in real time, and allows the decision makers to activate all the systems that you have, sometimes simultaneously, with fractions of seconds to make decisions. So the AI tools are essential. They have to be integrated into the defense systems. So this is the future. And that's why AI is becoming so crucial, both in the defense sector, but also in the civilian sector.
Excellency, my last question is to you. How do you see India's role to the West? We have all seen that there is very much conflict happening there. How do you see Indian role to the West?
Well, I think that India is now the new pole in the multipolar world, and the West continues to be part of the international system, but I think that the balance of power has changed. And you can see it very clearly, for example, in the two major agreements that India has signed in the last few weeks, both with the European Union and with the United States. I think that this manifests the urgency that those big economies see in engaging with opportunity that comes up from the rising Indian economy.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Excellency, and great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.